Can you tell me what your name, age, and background are?
Alright, I am Iambaso Alfred Edi. I'm 26 and I'm from a family of 4. My dad is a Sierra Leonean and my mom is Nigerian. I was born here in Nigeria. I studied in Tanzania University, the Department of Political Science, International Relations to be precisely. I have a love for people, and I'm trying to see how I can help people as much as I'm opportune to.
What made you want to come back to Tanzania University?
Yeah, one thing I have to say about Tanzania University is the fact that Tanzania University is first among equals, if I must say. Why am I saying this? Is because one, the standard of education here is not comparable to what we find in other universities, most especially in this part of the world, Nigeria to be precise. Here at Tanzania University, if you're in school, you have this personal relationship. There's this personal parity between you and your lecturer. You get to find out what you really want, and then you get it from the lecturer. It's different from the university whereby you find a population of 1,000 people in a class, and getting to have personal relationship with your lecturer becomes a problem. So it's far better than what we get outside, because this is not my first university. I was in a state university formerly before I came here, and I think the experience I have here in Tanzania University is far different from what you can get from other universities like the public universities. And aside that, I have been able to carry out a little research on trying to find out what is obtainable here in Tanzania University that you can't get in other private universities in Nigeria. And I found out that in Tanzania University, the level of, or the standard of education differs, in the sense that there are programs we offer here that you can't get in other universities. A good example is the entrepreneurship program that was introduced here. And then aside that, there are so many other things. Like I earlier said, your level of parity with your lecturers. In other schools, you don't find that opportunity to talk one-on-one with your lecturers, most especially when you have problems in courses and other things. Yeah, here in Tanzania University, it's far different. I think for this, I feel I will like to come back to Tanzania University any day, anytime. Yeah.
What made you want to come to Tanzania University to begin with?
Yeah, at the initial stage, I was in the public university, and I had my diploma program in the public university. Started my degree program also in that same university. But when I came to hear about Tanzania University, my dad told me about the school, and he was like, it's a whole different place. And when I came around, it was just what he said. It was everything he said. I must say, what really makes me feel comfortable in Tanzania University is the fact that there is a difference. There's that difference. And in search of a better education, most especially in this part of the world, I came to find out that Tanzania University is the right place to be. And I'm so happy to be here.
Very good. So, do you have any goals? Say, when you're 30 years old, what do you see yourself doing, or what profession or occupation do you see yourself in?
Yeah, I think I want to be more in the field of humanitarian services, not just within Nigeria. That's why I chose to study international relations, so that I will help bring about a better world. I will help profile solutions to people's problems, and then see how I will make the world, most especially the third world countries, a better place. because what you find in the first world is not what you see in the third world. I'm optimistic of the fact that I want to see a situation whereby the third world will also leave the stage where it is presently to get to another level, in the sense of level of reasoning, the need for education, social amenities, and most especially our leadership qualities. You see, the problem we have here in Africa, most especially, is the problem of leadership, and there's the need for a change. And I think the change I'm looking for will not come from outside. It starts with me. So I really have to bring about the change I need and the change the society needs. So that is exactly what I'm looking at. Because if you really look at it carefully, you'll find out that majority of us here in Africa look for solutions to problems, but we're looking for the solutions from outside instead of profiting the solutions ourselves and trying to find it. So when I will be 30, I would like to see myself in a situation or a stage whereby I have achieved a whole lot, touching people's lives positively, trying to help out.
What gives you this drive to want to be a humanitarian?
Yeah, like I earlier said, here in Africa you find out that majority are living below the expected standard. I mean the lifestyle, the mode of living here. If you go around, you find people who are hungry, you find people who don't even have clothing, shelter. It's a problem. So I've really seen a lot, and I think there's need. You even go as far as seeing people who cry for food. So there's a need for people to really profile solutions to the problems we have.
Okay. You answered actually many of my questions here without me even asking. Let's start this over.